No vert ramp in sight yet. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Ninja Review. Today we are reviewing Tom Schaar's Curtains part on the Thrasher Magazine YouTube channel. A link to this video will be in the description below. We reviewed one of his parts a few months ago called Vert's Not Dead, and I spent most of that review just saying how inaccessible vert skating is for me. So let's just try to enjoy this part. I mean, I don't know anyone that has a multi-million-dollar mega ramp set up in their backyard. We're starting off at the DIY under the bridge, going up top 4. Lip slide stall. You guys hate when I say that. Front disaster at the top. I mean, how do you even get access to learn how to get this good at this style of skating without access to these $1,000,000 ramps? There is one, whoa, kickflip into the nose stall, jumps back in fakie. This is already different than how I expected. No vert ramp in sight yet. I only skimmed through the video looking for thumbnails. So maybe this is going to be completely different than how I expected. Switchback D, very cool. We're back at the skate park, Grayson Fletcher style. Smith stall, jumping back in. I was gonna say, the only vert ramp I know of locally is located at the Circus Center. It's for Cirque du Soleil performers to practice on rollerblades. And you need a membership to get in there. I've never been to somebody's backyard vert ramp, or, well, I did go to one backyard vert ramp in Texas, but I've never been to a backyard mega ramp. Breaking the helmet, he's angry. Now we're going to the top of the man-made ramp to do a switch flip. Actually bones the switch flip out, no grab. One of the things that I think skating loses a little bit of aesthetics on is when people are doing tray flips and frontside flips over the mega ramp. The board, the way the board gets caught, I mean the way it has to get caught aerodynamically, kind of looks stupid compared to seeing, you know, a huge kickflip 360 in street. I think it has to do with how the wind presses the board. You know, you're not necessarily falling straight down, you're kind of also moving forward. I'm kind of making that up because I've never skated anything like this. So I'm not saying it's not impressive to see this style of skating, but I feel like, oh, sorry. I feel like bringing up the circus is kind of relevant because these guys are kind of like circus acts. What they do on vert doesn't really translate to the type of skating that I do. It almost seems like two different sports. I will say, however, that one day when this guy, Tom Schaar, is too old to do real tricks in vert, let's say maybe he becomes like 60 years old, all he would have to do is go to San Francisco and roll down hills, because out there, that's considered a trick, and he's already used to going that fast. I mean, all you guys that defend T-Funk and the Hill Bombers are always like, it's so crazy, he might not be skating switch or nollie, but he's going fast. And I'm like, well, every Grom with a helmet and knee pads could also go that fast. You guys would just kind of move the goalpost if that was the case. We get a crazy alley-oop 540 tail grab, nose grind, nollie flip in. I love that when he does the nollie flip out of the nose grind. It looks like something that was learned on the streets on a real flat bar. Not something that just kind of flopped your foot out there. You could tell the ankle actually like flicked, which is something you don't often see, specifically with Groms doing flip out tricks on ramps. We get a crazy tail slide shove, something you would not expect to see. I kind of do get sick of seeing the soccer goal at the top of the ramp in every video, but I never get sick of seeing a flat ground trick into the super tall quarter pipe. Kind of caught it a little bit primo, but you know what? You're 50 feet in the air. Do we really complain? What even just happened right there? Switch, front foot, impossible, kind of lip slide, coming in switch from the Brazilian legend, Bom dia, obrigado! Back tail shove. I do like this version where they're setting up kind of a custom obstacle. But when it comes to street skating, and I know we're talking about two different things, when you skate Hollywood 16, you're skating something that everyone has access to. Anyone can go there and try their luck on that spot. Not everyone has access to this, so even if there was some underprivileged kid who wanted to alley-oop tail slide 500 feet in the air, they wouldn't be able to because there's nowhere to, number one, nowhere to learn this. Number two, nowhere to go test it. Crazy alley-oop tail slide comes back in fakie. These tricks might not look impressive, but if you've ever been to the top of one of those ramps, I'm sure it's completely different. We get the 180 to switch over crook. Fakie flips out a la Bob Burnquist. Remember that best trick contest? He did a similar trick in X Games, landed it first try. What a nice shout out to the legend to basically do his trick at the end of your video part. Overall, I would say very impressive video part, but as far as me feeling like I have the expertise to rate a pro skater's vert skating, it's not really my ball game. Some of you would say, well, you rate the other pro skaters and you've never skated a 20 stair. Well, I have skated some somewhat big stairs, and that was all mostly as an unsponsored skater, so I kind of understand how the tricks are going to translate. I've never done 180, switch over crook, fakie flip out. I've never even done like pivot to fakie with a kick flip in the middle. I'm not even good at blunt flip fakies. So for me to rate the skill of the skater here, I mean, from where I'm standing, it's got to be a 10. I think the video was pretty entertaining. A lot of slow-mo, but for things that are this big, you kind of want to slow down the video to make everything look as epic as it is. You guys might think I'm going easy, but I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10. It was very entertaining, and it's not something I can relate to. That's probably going to be what I say for every single vert video that we ever review, but I still enjoy watching it. It is a super interesting corner of skateboarding that I haven't really touched. And you know what? Maybe before the end of the year, I'll upload some footage of me skating vert, if you guys want, if you guys behave. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on this video. A lot of people even threw his name into Skater of the Year. Are they crazy? I don't know. Let me know in a comment below. I upload a video on this channel every single day. Subscribe if you want to, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Kuna Matata.